From the creator of the Waka Waka EA, we have a brand new robot, the Percept Trader AI, and Valery has provided 3 double verified myfxbook accounts. The first one has been going for about 4 years, with the logic being gradually updated over time. What I'm more interested in are her 2 most recent accounts, the standard mode, which has been going for about 2 months, and the high risk unique mode, which has been going for 2 months as well. And we'll take a more detailed look at these in a few minutes. This EA does have a similar logic to the Waka Waka, which is a grid martingale system. And here is a screenshot of the Waka Waka trading chart, where you can see when the price moves against you, it opens more trades with increasing lot sizes and closes them all with a profit when the price retraces. AI has been integrated into this EA to filter out the dud trades, and I've had it on my demo account for about a week now, and you can see in the logs right here, it stops certain trades from going ahead. To watch the EA work its magic, you click Market Forecast in the EA, and here we will check out Aussie, New Zealand, and hit Forecast. And ChatGPT, you can see the AI that I've chosen starts to give you a review of what it thinks is going to happen in the next little while. And if I change that to Bard, you can see Bard has a very similar outlook as well. Great. This step is totally optional if you want to check out the forecast in English. You don't need to do that to make the EA work. It will do it automatically for you in the background. This is the vendor's myfxbook. This is the standard mode where she's trading the 5 pairs, and this is a real account on the ICE FX broker with 300 to 1 leverage. So I would say that this is a medium risk account, considering that she put in $400 and is currently up 50% in about 2-3 months. The drawdown has been reasonable at a most of 10%. On the left here, you've got 16%. So I would take that number on the left here instead of the drawdown chart here. So 16% with a 56% return in the past few months. In terms of a win rate and statistics, her average win is $6.73, whereas her average loss is $6.30, which is different to what I've seen in the Waka Waka. Generally for these kind of grid and martingale systems, the average win is generally slightly smaller. But maybe because there is the AI filtering in place here, the average win is bigger, which is, I'm quite surprised by that. And the percentage win rate is about 60 to 70%. Currently, Valery has 3 open trades, all on the New Zealand US currency. The first 2 trades are 0.04 and the third trade is 0.08, and that's where you see the martingale aspect. In terms of historical trades, there have been 116 trades, the most recent one being about 0.04 lot size, and when the vendor started, 0.04 as well. So she has not increased the risk for this particular account. The third account the vendor has on myfxbook is the unique mode 5 pairs, and this one is on the same broker with a 300 to 1 leverage as well. And this one is, she has it on high risk settings. This one started off at $300 and is currently up about 52% in a couple of months as well. However, there is a reasonably big drawdown at the moment because she is trading with reasonably high risk settings. If we go down to the statistics, we can see the average win is smaller than the average loss, which is what I expect for these kind of grid martingale systems. And the win rate is reasonably high, above 78% for both longs and shorts. There are quite a few open trades at the moment. There are about 6 New Zealand CAD entries, and the first one is at 0.03, the last one and the biggest one being 0.42. So the drawdown right now is reasonably high. The settings are a bit high for my personal risk appetite, but everyone does have different risk appetites. From a lot size perspective, you can see here first of all that there are 87 trades, which is fewer than the standard mode, and I can see that she started 0.03, which is smaller than the standard account, and lately she's been consistent with her lot size, and she has not increased the lot size over the past 2 months. Here you can see every single setting in the Expert Advisor, and there is a lot. There's only 4 that I want to point out. The first one is the lot size. So you can see I am trading 0.01 lot size. The next one is the symbols, and I haven't touched this, but I did want to highlight it. These are the list of symbols that are supported in the EA. You can choose other ones, but then you do open up yourself to a higher risk. The next one is the trailing setup, and there are 2 options here, the unique trades and the standard trades. And I am choosing here the unique trades, which means my results may differ to yours. And lastly, the most important one, the EA will not trade if you do not enable either ChatGPT or Bard. And by default, both of these will be set to false. So you need to choose whether you want to go with ChatGPT or Bard. And here I've chosen ChatGPT. Here is my personal account trading the Percept Trader AI, and even though that this account is 11 days old, I've only been trading it for the week, so that's why the first half is empty. And this account started off at $1,000 and it's up $6, considering I am trading at 0.01 lot size, which is the minimum lot size. With only a week worth of trading, I won't be going into the statistics today because it is not enough trades to be statistically reliable. But I will show you is how it differs from the vendor's results and how it differs from Waka Waka. There have been 5 groups of trades on my personal trading account in the past week, and the first 4 you can see are individual trades because they all have different closing dates and they all hit take profit by itself reasonably quickly. The last 2 trades are actually grouped together, and you can tell by the close date. When the close date and time is exactly the same, that means they are considered as one trade. And for both of these, the lot sizing are the same, but when you combine the net profit for both of them, you'll see both $3 minus $1.32 will result in a positive result. Please remember that this is a high risk system. This is a grid martingale system, so you will see sharper drawdowns occasionally. And in the first week of trading, I saw nothing. In the second week of trading, the first few days, you'll see that there was no drawdown because each of the trades hit take profit. But this last day here, I was trading the pound Swiss franc, and 2 trades open combined had a little bit of drawdown of about $6. So we've had a $6 drawdown and a $6 profit so far in 1 week. And I did notice that currently I don't have any open trades at all, whereas the vendor has open trades on both her standard and unique accounts. This account is on the Go Markets Plus broker with 500 to 1 leverage. So bear in mind that you can have different results depending on your broker. I'm trading both the Percept AI Expert Advisor on one account and the Waka Waka on another account. Both of these are account on the same broker, Go Markets, so we are comparing apples for apples. This is for people who already own the Waka Waka to help them decide if a Percept AI is worth buying. And you can see there are quite a few differences between both of them. Both of these lists are from my trades in the past week only. So on the top, you've got Percept Trader. You can see quite a few trades, much smaller than the Waka Waka. You can see that's about 20 trades, whereas Percept only about 10 trades. So that's what I can see at first glance. Percept Trader, the ChatGPT function does seem to filter out a lot of trades, even though the Percept AI does have more currencies that is operating. And I've highlighted right here, the New Zealand US, the pound Swiss franc, they are not part of the default Waka Waka settings. Second point, on the Waka Waka, I currently have 2 open positions, the Aussie CAD and the New Zealand CAD, whereas on the Percept Trader, I have 0 open trades. With Percept AI trading much less often than the Waka Waka, potentially the Percept Trader will have less drawdown, so we may be able to increase our lot sizes later on. But just with 1 week's worth of data, it's not something that I can say right now. Let's wait a couple more months at least before we decide to increase our lot sizes. There haven't been that many trades this past week, so I'll try and keep it short and sweet. Here I've got the pound Swiss franc, and this is the only trade I've seen where there is a group of trades. The rest of the time, the trades hit profit. So you can see here that this one was 0.01 lot size. This is a sell trade and price went up. So this is where the grid takes in. The second trade is also a sell trade. When they both combine and price retraces, you can see both of them come out of profit right about here. So this is how you see a grid martingale chart generally looks like. Here is another trade on the New Zealand US. This one was a sell trade and it hit take profit reasonably quickly. So no other grid trades were required to come out of profit for this one. Next, we've got the New Zealand CAD on the M30 time frame. You can see here, this spans the entire week that I've been trading, and there was a one trade way at the start and one trade at the end. Now, the reason I'm showing this particular trade because next I'm going to show you the Waka Waka and how it differs from the Waka Waka Expert Advisor. This is exactly the same chart on the New Zealand CAD M30 as well, spanning the same time period. Remember, on the Percept Trader AI, you had one trade all the way up here and one trade all the way down. And you can see these are the trades taken by the Waka Waka. There was a whole bunch of trades here, which is totally different to what you've seen for the Percept Trader. And on the Waka Waka, I've got one open trade, whereas on the Percept Trader, I don't have any open trades. We're back on Percept Trader with the black background, and now I've got the Aussie New Zealand, and this entire week there was one trade right in the middle of the entire week that took profit reasonably quickly. And this is the Waka Waka EA over the same time frame, the Aussie New Zealand on the M30 as well. Remember, Percept Trader had one trade right about here, whereas you can see Waka Waka does behave differently. They've got a bunch of trades here and a bunch of trades there. I hope I've been able to shed some light on how this expert advisor works, even though I am fairly limited with just 1 week's worth of trading results. Please don't take this as a recommendation to buy this expert advisor. I'm a crazy random person on the internet with absolutely no credibility. I'm just trying to test as many expert advisors that I can and present my findings to you so you can decide for yourself which is best for your own personal circumstances. As I mentioned before, this EA is based on the logic from the Waka Waka EA, and you can watch this video right here where I've been trading it for about 5 months now with fantastic results.